like, man, it's like being on stage. It's like the light. Good morning, everyone. We're going to get started in just 1 minute. If you can find a seat, please. When Michael Martin sits down, we'll get started. When David Jordan sits down, we'll get started. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our South Lake Chamber breakfast. I want to welcome you this morning. My name is Dave Colby, president of the Chamber, if we haven't met. Before we get started, I want to thank our sponsors. Our main sponsor for today is the Blue Line Group, Blue Line 360. Our co-sponsor today is Primary Doc. Our coffee pot sponsor today is Computer Business Consultants. The coffee sponsor is Coffee Shop of Horrors. Our catering is done this morning by Premier Events and Catering. Our linen sponsor is Holiday Inn Express. And our water sponsor is Addition Financial. Can we give them all a round of applause? Before we get started, I wanted to make a special recognition and show our appreciation. For the last 3 years, Amanda Netherow has done an exceptional job running all of our marketing, communication, and events. And I'd like to ask her to come up. This is a surprise to her, and she's probably going to kill me. But Amanda, could you please come up for a moment? Can we give her a round of applause?
Sure. Do it again? No.
So we're sad that Amanda's leaving us, but she will be one of our newest and new members next month, and she has a consulting business, and so you can talk to her about your marketing needs going forward. So we really appreciate all that you've done, Amanda. At this time, I would like to thank our dignitaries for being with us, and I'd like to ask them to stand and be recognized. From Congressman Daniel Webster's office, Pam Jones. From Anthony Sabatini's office, State Representative District 32, Amanda Geltz. From the Lake County Sheriff's Office, Captain Michael Martin. Our Lake County Tax Collector, David Jordan. Our County Commission Chair, Sean Parks. The Mayor of Clermont, Tim Murray. And councilperson from the City of Mineola, Debbie Flynn. Have I missed any elected officials? All right. At this time, I also want to thank our trustees. Our trustees provide great support for us here at the Chamber. From Advent Health, we have Rebecca Hurd. Welcome, Rebecca. From CEMEX, Sherry Spivey. From Community Health Centers, we have Shana Keogh and Esmeralda Baptiste. From Computer Business Consultants, Clinton Pownell. Other trustees include Disney, Duke Energy. From Dunkin' Donuts, we have Rick Saborito. From Granny Nannies, we have Eric Wilozinski and Lucy Haig. We have Hunt Industrial Park as a trustee, the Kristen Jameson Mortgage Team, Live Well Foundation. From Montverde Academy, Jeff Osterman. From Meredith Nagel, PA, Tina Smith. Optum One Realty, Amy Stanley. From Orlando Health, South Lake Hospital, we have Lance Sewell, Paul Johns, Sherry Olson, and that's it. From Seacoast Bank, Michelle Mishnoff and Amanda Hansen. Other trustees include Seco Energy, United Southern Bank, and we have 2 associate level trustees. First is A to Z Bookkeeping, Lori Wichevich. Welcome, Lori. And from Inside Credit Union, Roseanne Brandenburg. I'd also like to thank our ambassadors. Those are the people that greet you at every single event that we have. Can the ambassadors please stand to be recognized? And of course, the people that support us the most, our board of directors. Could you please stand to be recognized? It's my pleasure to introduce our 2021 board chair, Pat Caracciolo.
Good morning. Wow, that thing's bright. Holy cow. Sorry, I can't see half the room now. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Let's see. It is now my pleasure to welcome Pastor Sean Bradley, of Hillside Community Church, who will be giving today's invocation. Please stand and remain standing after the invocation for the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you.
I thought I was going to get flowers when I got up here, but that's okay. Whatever. Will you bow your heads as I pray? Dear wise and loving Father, let me say thank you on behalf of all who are gathered here today. Thank you for your many and abundant blessings. Thank you for life itself, for the measure of wealth we need to fulfill our callings, for sustenance, for friendship. Thank you for the ability to be involved in useful work, for the honor of bearing appropriate responsibilities. Thanks as well for the freedom to embrace you and the freedom to reject you. Thank you for loving us. In the scriptures, you've said that citizens ought to obey the governing authorities since they've established those very authorities to promote peace and order and justice. Therefore, I pray for the various levels of city officials, those who serve the chamber, and in particular for the many businesses represented here today. I'm asking that you would graciously grant each one of us wisdom amid the conflicting interests and issues of our time, a sense of the needs of the people around us, confidence in our positions and our work, the ability to work together in harmony even when there's honest disagreement, and personal peace in our lives and joy in our tasks. I pray for the agenda set before us today. Please give assurance of what would please you and what would benefit those who live and work around our beloved city. I pray this in your most blessed name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You can be seated. All right. I would now like to recognize our sponsor for this morning, Blue Line 360. Please welcome James Billig to the podium.
Never been on this side of the interrogation like before. Welcome. I'm James Billig. I'm the CEO of Blue Line 360. Our team is a team of retired law enforcement officers and military veterans who work to try and curb the pandemic or the epidemic that we're dealing with right now. You can't get that pandemic word out of your mind. Epidemic we're dealing with dealing with active shooters. We utilize state-of-the-art technology and advanced training to try and curb the tide. Give you some quick background about myself. I'm a retired police officer from the city of Port St. Lucie. I was one of the first on scene for an active shooter in January of 2000. I was right around the corner, got on scene, and everybody had already died, and our shooter got away. This led me in my life as time went on. I never forgot about it. It's something that resonated with me for years. And when I left law enforcement and got into the security technology industry, I came across some technology that I repurposed and developed our active threat early alert system, which is the key product that we offer to our clients. Currently in this room, you can see our sirens over here. The city of Clermont is protected by this along several sites throughout Lake County. Next slide. So our operation here in Lake County started, I guess, almost 2 years ago with Captain McMaster at one of our police chief conferences a couple of years ago. We are based out of South Florida, but after meeting the captain and Chief Broadway, it's a program they wanted to bring here to Clermont. So we started this process quite a long time ago, and when we went through COVID, everything kind of, the brakes were put on. But since then, we have now started to move throughout Lake County into different cities. And that's really what we do. We primarily start with the cities, protect the city infrastructure first, and then work our ways out into the schools and churches. You can go to the next one. So as I said, we started off down in Palm Beach, and we started moving up to this area. I have to say from the bottom of my heart, if I can stay up here and keep working up here and not have to work in anything in Palm Beach and Broward County anymore, I'm happy to do it. You guys actually get things done up here, which is a lot to say, especially in dealing with school boards, school personnel, and really just an actual city just making a decision and just moving forward with it. It has been, with Susan and the whole team over here, it has been absolutely seamless and a great experience for us. This is us in Broward County on our pending sites. We have a lot of work that we've started to do down there, but unfortunately, a lot of the bureaucracy things just don't get done. Keep going. In Martin County, we are just getting ready to install the Boys and Girls Club. That's my hometown. We were endorsed by the state of Florida for the Boys and Girls Club as the selection for an active threat alert system statewide. So we were very happy for the CEO to give us that endorsement, and we're already protecting the one here in Lake County. So in Orange County, we've already completed the project over at their temporary city hall, police department, and their community center. As their new facility is being built, we're going to roll that system, which is something that we can do. We can remove what we have, bring it right over to the new building, and protect the new public safety building. And we're also working with some churches over there. Soon we're going to be up there, up in the villages. We're just waiting for some budget things that they're working on for some grants, but that we're going to be kicking off up there soon. So here we are in Lake County. Here in the city, like I said, we have all of our city infrastructure here protected, and we are earmarking out to protect the parks areas sometime in the future here. We just completed our project over at Real Life Church, K through 12, and the church. That was a very, very large project for us because it's a big school. But we actually have devices in every single classroom in the building and throughout the church. So we have over 230 pieces of equipment inside that building. And that's where I want to get into demonstrating our system to you. Our system is designed not only to alert law enforcement rapidly, which takes place in 3 seconds, but we also need to increase reaction time for folks like you who may be inside of a building. If you have a shooter that's on the first floor, like we saw down at MSD in Parkland, if you have a shooter on the first floor, people on the second floor have no idea that they're under attack. And when we look at app technology and things of that nature, sometimes you don't have your phone on you. Sometimes, you know, if you're a teacher, your phone may be sitting in a purse. But our distinct siren strobes are meant to let you know within seconds that you are facing an imminent threat and either evade the area or get into your lockdown. Those critical 60 seconds, the first 60 seconds in an active shooter event is when a shooter is most effective. We have to try and change that. So that siren strobe that we put out there is loud and it's distinct, and it's also designed to distract the shooter because we got to take him out of his predator mode. So we'll do a quick demonstration on the system. Everything is designed to be inside these lock cases. They have a security tab that you tear off. False alert mitigation is huge for us. We are bypassing the initial 911 call. I do not want law enforcement racing to a scene, every cop in the city racing to a scene for a false alert. So we're very, very cautious about how our system is designed. When the system's set off, it sets off the distinct siren strobes. Go ahead.
Active threat alert.
And that's how rapidly our text notification just came.
Active threat alert.
Just got mine now. That's how quickly that text notification comes. So if you're law enforcement, what you think about the 911 call, how long it takes to access a phone, especially under gunfire, open it, you could have sweat on your hands or blood, you're not opening your phone, and then you go through the operator encoder, decoder with 911. That's why we lose so much time. 5 to 8 minutes is the actual time on an active shooter 911 call from a time a predator engages to when the first unit's on scene. It's too long. Active shooter events are over in 3 minutes. So that's how our system's designed, as rapidly as I could explain it to you. Our goal, when we set up something like this and what we're doing here in the city of Clermont and Lake, it's not just to protect the city infrastructure or one school or a church. This is all about hardening the entire city. And the more we can do that, the more you guys take ownership of your city. So that is our mission. Obviously, churches, schools, and any businesses where you have term employees, a law office, any type of medical facility, that's what your city has invested in. That's what the captain will be here to answer that question for you. We are here to support the city, and if you feel that you could face one of these threats, which we're seeing nowadays, really anybody can face the threat, we're here to help you here in the city of Clermont and throughout Lake, because we have multiple cities that are already on board. What? While she's fixing that, the next slide is Congregation Sinai over in Groveland. That's Larry's congregation. That's one of the projects we just finished over there. I'm going to give you guys an idea of what pricing is for us. We do everything we can to make it possible to decrease barriers of entry for purchasing. So we were able to take care of Congregation Sinai and put our system in for $2,500, which is, when you stop and you think about, every single day we're running diagnostics and we take care of this system to make sure it's functioning properly. But to having that relationship with Chief Ramsey over there and knowing that they're on board and every single police officer in Groveland is going to get that notification, it's the difference between life and death. Where are we? That's okay. You can skip that slide anyways. Okay. So that's our move forward now. So as we keep pressing out, currently right now we are looking to start a pilot location at one of the public schools here. We've spoken to the superintendent, and we have some folks here locally who are interested in doing this. There are apps that are out there, but we take it much further. And so that's something that we're looking to do. Anybody who wants to be involved and help us on a local level, it's what we do. It's all about local. It's all about word of mouth. We are available. We are chamber members, and we would be happy to talk to you. Sir? If that residential community has its own organic security force, we can do that. We will do it for medical reasons also. We can put them inside of homes and make that product available. And if you have a security team that maybe has AEDs or something in their vehicles, like we have a lot of those communities down south in Palm Beach, they can actually get to the home much quicker than going through the 911 system and probably save a life. Stop the bleed kits, AEDs, things of that nature, really saves lives as far as the medical side of it goes. Any other questions? Thank you guys for your time. And lastly, I'd like to give a big thank you to David Colby and the Chamber here. We would not be where we are now without the Chamber of Commerce. David has opened up so many doors for us and has been so kind in taking us in as a bunch of Yankees from the South, because I guess the South end's here, right? Is that the truth? So it's really been a great experience for us, and we are really looking forward to being here every week as we are and doing what we do. Thanks so much.
Thank you, James. It's really great stuff, guys. All right, now it's my pleasure to introduce our co-sponsor for today. I'd like to recognize our co-sponsor. They are Our Primary Doc. Please welcome Dennis Watkins to the podium.
Good morning, everybody.
All right, I only got one slide. So again, thanks to the Chamber. Our honor to be co-sponsors today. My name is Denny Watkins. I'm a sales director with Our Primary Doc. So I'm going to share a little bit, a snippet about our new program this morning, but more importantly, at the end, we're going to be inviting you to our live webinar in a couple weeks. So, exciting, innovative healthcare solution called Our Primary Doc. Our Primary Doc program includes a direct primary care medical model bundled with a non-insurance-based healthcare plan featuring medical cost sharing, as well as an array of supporting services that empowers the member to take control of their health. So Our Primary Doc solves the challenges of rising healthcare costs for employers as well as individuals by bundling the benefits of direct primary care with a medical cost sharing program. There are a number of components that round out this program. Direct primary care, medical cost sharing, concierge service, telehealth, behavioral health counseling, and many other features. So we start with the direct primary care. There's 3 legs to the stool here. Direct primary care offers routine care, regular checkups, preventative care, and care coordination. The second component of the program, for the large medical expenses, we offer an effective alternative to traditional health care called medical cost sharing, where members contribute towards each other's large medical expenses. There's no annual or lifetime caps with this program. And the third part of our program is our concierge team. They help with coordination of care with the DPC provider, referrals for specialists, hospitals, diagnostic centers, all at the highest quality of care and fairest pricing, as well as deeply discounted fees for labs and medications. The exciting thing about this program, we're the first to bring to the table all these services are offered under one all-inclusive affordable monthly membership. Typically, our costs are running about 40 to 60% less than a traditional healthcare plan. This is great for small business owners and individuals, families, up to age 65. This stops at 65. This does not replace Medicare. Now, it's important for me to note, the program does have a limitation with regard to pre-existing medical conditions. We do look back 2 years. So if an individual that's enrolling identifies a pre-existing condition, the program will not cover that during the first 12 months of the plan. Therefore, this plan is not for everyone. So that's very important to us. So this morning was all about us coming and just giving you a short snippet into the program. On your table is our little trifold and a flyer inviting you to our live webinar on August the 5th, 9 o'clock in the morning. It will be a live webinar where we will do a deep dive into the program, and we'll have live Q&A at the end. So we invite you to sign up for that. We'll have some fun with that. So again, I want to thank the Chamber for the opportunity to be the co-sponsor today, and thank you all very much.
Thank you very much, Dennis. We're going to take just a second to move the podium. We're dealing with some technical issues. The projector decided to stop working. Amanda had created a good solution for us here, but I noticed that the light is in all the speakers' faces. So Jay from South Lake TV is going to move their sound equipment. All right, let's give Jay from South Lake TV a round of applause. So Jay is obviously recording this, and he records many of our programs, and you're able to see those on South Lake TV. At this point, we would like to give out Ray Goodgame Outstanding Student Leader Award, and we give this to local high school students who've proven to be champions of our community, much like Ray Goodgame was. And what we do is we give them a $1,000 scholarship to help them moving towards college. And I'm very grateful that we have a young lady who's been a volunteer for a number of years with us here at the Chamber. She helps us tremendously. She gets very involved with our teacher appreciation. She gets involved with the Taste of Southlake, and she's just always there, and she's a lot of fun to work with. And she's going to be going to Lake Sumter State College next year. So please welcome our recipient this month, Evie Wisdow.
Okay, so we've talked about this moment for how long now?
We wanted to give Evie the microphone, but Michelle, her mom, always said, no, Evie cannot. So now we have a good reason for Evie to have the microphone.
Got it. I just want to say thank you to the Chamber staff for this amazing opportunity. Working with you guys over the last couple years has been amazing, from the late mornings to the late nights, coffee runs, the songs in between there. But I just want to say thank you. This is going to be a huge help because I am going to stay here locally and still continue to help out with all the events and anything else. So, yeah. Thank you again.
Thank you, Evie. She's done a great job. For all 5 years that I've been here, she's been working on Chamber events. And as you know, behind every great child, there's a great mom. So I did want to recognize and ask Michelle Mishnoff to come up. Michelle is Evie's mom, and Michelle does a fantastic job for us. She was my board chair when I first came here 5 years ago, and she chairs. Usually when someone's a board chair, they kind of fade away. But no, Michelle is the chair of two of our major events. She's the chair of the Teacher Appreciation Breakfast event. She's also the chair of Taste of Southlake. So I want to turn it to you, Michelle.
Thanks, Dave. Thank you, guys. Thank you for recognizing Evie. She really enjoys helping out. And that's why I'm here this morning, because if anybody knows me, I get up here and I ask for money and stuff, and that's what I do for the Chamber. So we are doing our 21st annual Teacher Appreciation Breakfast, but it's not our normal breakfast. We can't have 1,600 teachers in a room a week before school starts. Not real smart. So we're going to do one more year virtually, hopefully, and next year try to go back to normal. But we need your help. We've hit our budget with sponsorships, so we're very thankful for that. But we need some door prizes. So if you guys have some door prizes to give out, how it's working virtually this year is we give all of our schools, and we had 18, but we're down to 17, right? 18, 19, 20. Oh, we're doing 20 schools. Okay. Because we have some private schools now. So we're going to hit all of 20 of our schools here in Southlake. We give them a check, and we give them door prizes so they can do their own breakfast amongst themselves. That way they can still kick off the school year on the right foot, make it worthwhile, and just say thank you for everything they do. So we give each of the schools about 10 to 15 door prizes so they can mix among their 100, 150 teachers and staff. So we are collecting door prizes through this week. You can come to the Chamber office. Amanda and Jeanette Hodnez will take care of that. You can drop them off at my office at Seacoast. I will come and pick them up. We have runners. We will do whatever. And we do it late night, early morning, so whatever works for you, or if you want to make a donation towards, and we will be happy to go shop for you. Not a problem. But let us know. We'll be happy to help. But thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts for reaching and helping with our teachers, because this is important. If you guys didn't know, George Hovis, who is a longtime attorney here in Southlake, he started this. And when I started probably 19 years ago with this, we were meeting, and we were so excited. We got into Southlake High School. And we would have the bleachers, and all the teachers would be sitting on the bleachers, and we would give them a plant, and we would bake bread the night before. So we have come a long ways from there. So this is really important to all of us in Southlake. Our co-chair for so many years, we sponsor with the project sponsor, Pig on the Pond, was Cheryl Fischel. And Cheryl, this is so hard to do these events without her, because we would go back and forth and set it up. And she passed away last year. So we also have a grant, a sponsorship in her name to give out to the schools. So it's a big task to take, but Southlake, we can do it. We always do it. We come together to help our community. So if there's anything we can do, let us know. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm done.
Thank you, Michelle.
Well, congratulations, dude. Did a great job. I last year running around town dropping off door prizes. She's a great help. And well, look at her mom. Her mom's the one who got me involved in this stuff. So, all right, guys, it's now my pleasure to introduce our speaker today, Gary Schindel of the Clermont Battalion of the United States Naval Sea Cadets. The U.S. Naval Sea Cadet Corps is a federally credited nonprofit youth organization for young people ages 11 through 17. As a program, they are sponsored by the Naval League of the United States and sponsored by both the U.S. Navy and Coast Guard. And locally, the Clermont Battalion is sponsored by the City of Clermont Police Department. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Schindel.
Thank you. All right, I don't know if I can take this with me. So, good morning, everybody, and thanks to the Chamber for allowing us to come out here. Last year, obviously, with COVID, we're kind of unable to bring us an update on what we do, but we're very proud to be here in the city of Clermont. I have brought with me the only two I could ask to get up this early to join us. But two of our cadets, our Chief Petty Officer, Schindel, happens to be my son, and the son of our my soon-to-be co-presenter, Officer Clark from Clermont PD, Stephen Apprentice Clark. So thank you both for getting up early. But just some examples of who our youth are. How do you want to do this, Amanda? Do you want to just go click, and all? Okay. So let me stand over here because I can see the slides too and talk on them. So the Navy Sea Cadet Corps started in 1968. It actually started in the UK before then, and post-World War II, migrated to Canada and came down here. Last count, we had over 390 units around the entire U.S. country and territories, including Guam and Puerto Rico, and we have over 12,000 cadets. Who we are, our mission is primarily community service-based, and we present to the youth the foundations of honor, courage, and commitment, which is a rare thing that they get these days. We have two programs, one that goes from age 10 to 13. It's called our Navy League program. It's geared more towards the younger kids in terms of what training we do and where we go with them. And then we have the Navy Sea Cadet program, which is age 13 through high school graduation. We all train together, and we're blessed by the City of Clermont, both through the City Council and certainly through Chief Broadway for allowing us to service here. So, click. So what we've done in the past years, our cadets have given over 2,000 hours of community service back to South Lake. And we'll talk about some of the ways we do that here shortly. Again, our volunteer adult staff, and we are, by the way, the entire organization from top to bottom is 100% volunteer. There are about 5 paid staff members in Arlington, Virginia that run the national program. Everything from there down, all our regional directors are retired military, all the way down to the local staff. We are 100% volunteer. We have a couple of chamber members that have volunteered with us, which we're grateful for. Anybody else who wants to volunteer for us, you do not need military background to volunteer. We would be grateful for your time. But our volunteers have given over 1,500 hours in support of the battalion just in the last couple of years. Herding 40 kids that age group is like herding cats. Needs some shepherds. So, click. Our training programs provide unmatched opportunity. This summer, they are all out of training, which is partly why I couldn't bring more cadets, because we drill like the reserves. And during the school year, starting August, we drill Saturdays and Sundays once a month. In the summer, we send them off to advanced training. They do everything. There's a space camp going on in Huntsville, Alabama. We've got about 20 kids from Central Florida up there right now in the real astronaut training space camp. There's a scuba class coming up next week up in Fruitland Park. Everything that they can think of, they have the opportunity to pursue through the Sea Cadet program. So it's a huge entry point of what they may want to experiment with as they go further in their lives. Click. So our cadets typically support over a dozen local special events every year. Again, COVID kind of put a damper on that, but the Shop with the Cop and at the Target that we do, we just supported the Officer Buckley 5K with the PD a couple of weeks ago. We do National Night Out. We support the The triathlon, we just did that down at Lake Louisa State Park, Wreaths Across America, just to name a few. So we try to engage as much as we can throughout as many events that are community service related throughout Lake County. We also provide color guard. Those of you who know me know how proud I am of these kids. That's what it's all about. It's honor, service, commitment, courage. We don't do that anymore. I'm so proud of these cadets. Click. And again, our sponsor is the police department. So we help them in every way that we can. Again, the stuff, the cruiser we do, and the National Night Out. So we do as much as we can. And we're grateful to Captain McMaster and Chief Broadway for supporting us and letting us drill at the station. For the rest of the city, we're also grateful for use of the Arts and Rec Center. We do our swim qualifications there. Again, we use their facilities, we use their training facilities, and we interact with the law enforcement as much as we can because we want our cadets to understand that law enforcement is the good guy. We also train with our fire department. I didn't see the fire chief here today, but I'm retired from this beautiful fire department, so I still have several connections there. And we do a lot of training with them as well. We also teach them first aid, life skills. We do active shooter classes. We run active shooter drills at the police department. We do combat casualty care first aid. They're all certified in first aid and CPR. So we give them skills that will take them through, hopefully, the rest of their life. God forbid they never need that. So we just did an active shooter drill. We actually had somebody come in and do complete moulage with, I know that's breakfast pictures right there, with some blood and guts and broken bones. But again, we try to make this as realistic as we possibly can for them so they understand that, you know, it's not just fun and games and this is the byproduct of what the reality could potentially be. Again, life skills, we give them swim training, you know, how to stay afloat. What happens if you ever get thrown overboard? You know, how to make a flotation device out of your pants. Stuff like that. You're not going to get anywhere else. So it's great that we were able to offer this through the community. We support the Navy and the Navy League with the Navy Ball every year. We do the MIA POW table at the Navy Ball. We do a color guard for them. We present the cake. So we're very honored to be selected to support the big Navy Ball here in Orlando every year, which is about 1,000 people, and we're a very select few group of able to do that. We learn about history and meet heroes along the way. We've met Congressional Medal of Honor winners. We have reenactors from the Civil War come in. Again, learn about history, learn about Florida history. And again, the stuff that they're not getting at the schools. We had our tax collector, David Jordan, Mr. Jordan. Yeah, he came in and gave us a lesson on civics. And we had one of our local heroes who was the first African American, I think he spoke here last year, to actually lead a Blue Angels team. So, you know, these are the kind of people we put in touch. We support the Navy SEALs down in Fort Pierce. We go down and support the Navy SEAL muster as we can. Again, last year was kind of put on hold, but it's kind of cool to have these kids interact with the true SEAL team that actually is the tip of the spear of our country. And again, you know, learning the lesson that the only easy day was yesterday. All right, that's a life lesson that they can take with them forever. So, we honor our veterans and our flag. We train hard, we eat well. Thank you for a lot of our local food sponsors. We are self-sufficient on funding, by the way, so if anybody wants to donate food, if anybody here has access to food, we got to feed about 45 or 50 mouths every weekend that we drill. So we've been very fortunate. We've had several people step up and donate some meals to us. We have chow parents that actually are former chefs. They cook for us, so we eat pretty well. And we train very well. So we try to have some fun. Again, life skills, we work out a lot, physical fitness. They have to pass a physical readiness test on a regular basis twice a year. So we keep physical readiness and physical fitness at the forefront too, which is, again, something that will work for them. And we have fun. You know, it's not, they learn to eat MREs, meals ready to eat on a training drill we had a couple weeks ago at Lake Louisa. So they got to know how to live the high life in that regard. So again, the summer trainings, they're out right now, field operations, everything else. But in order to prepare them that, again, we teach them how to iron their blouses, how to shine their shoes, how to make their racks. They learn this. Hopefully that will all translate at some point later in their lives. And, they get rewarded for that. Everything they have, we call it the chest candy. Nothing is given in the Sea Cadet program. Everything is earned. And this is their resume. When they finish our program, they have a service jacket. And that service jacket is the resume that will reflect every achievement that they have ever done in our program, through their college transcripts, through their work applications. And when they come out of this program, they have a resume. We're teaching them how to write a resume. And we're giving them a sheet of accomplishments that they can take and put in their portfolio when they apply to college or to jobs. That's part of what we do. That's the biggest takeaway that we can give them. So we make new friends. We drill with a lot of units from around the state, from around the country. It's kind of cool. So, that's where we're at. Click. So, again, we volunteer. We do this. By the way, that's Matt Wall, from also one of our chamber members. He's a retired Army drill sergeant, complete with a I asked him to come today to demonstrate, but he just got back from vacation. But, when the kids see him, it's like, yes, Sergeant. It's great. But again, we are all volunteers, 100% across the board. And we are dependent on donations from the community. We've been blessed. Sean Parks in the county last year during COVID was able to help us as a nonprofit organization with some grant money that got us through. But if anybody would like to donate to the program and support us, come see me afterwards. Our information's on here as well, and it'll be also on the South Lake tablet. So that pretty much finishes what I have. I'd like to turn this over to Officer Aaron Clark from the Clermont Police Department. I think there's one more. Yep, that's it. And he's going to talk a little bit about the youth program and the COPS program. Again, we integrate so closely with the PD. So, Officer Clark, thank you very much.
Good morning. As Gary said, I'm Aaron Clark. I'm with your Clermont Police Department. I like to say your because I think in society it's really easy to feel like there's society and then there's the police. And that's kind of our objective is to kind of diminish that line. Okay. When you think about police nowadays, obviously there's a lot of different stuff you hear in the media. And I think it's up to us to change a lot of that. It's up to the police department to get out there and to change opinions that we have. So part of our mission statement at the Clermont Police Department is to enhance the quality of life in the city of Clermont by working cooperatively with the community. So that's what we want to do. What I'm going to talk about this morning really quickly is just some of the ways that we're doing that and the way that we're partnering with the community. So community-oriented policing, you go ahead to the next one. This is essentially the definition, but over time, if you think about policing and law enforcement in yesteryear, you think about police on the street, walking through a community, interacting with the public. Most people knew who their police officers were. And then over time, due to various circumstances, call volume and such, we kind of lost that as law enforcement. We lost that engagement with the community. So what we're trying to do now is to kind of bring that back, partner with the community and be more than just the face of enforcement, So this is kind of what community policing is all about. So these are some of the things that we do, going to HOA meetings, discussing crime trends in the area, discussing safety with HOA. The Police Explorer program, so we have a youth program based out of our department that's essentially the youth get to see what it's like to be a police officer. Of course, the Navy Sea Cadets, I want to again say thank you to Gary for what they do. It's obviously it's honorable. It's great for our kids. I've seen a change in my son in just a short period of time that he's been involved. Discipline's always a good thing, right, with our kids. So we have our youth academy, which we just wrapped up this summer. I think we had around 14 or so kids involved. And again, just like the Explorer program, they got to go through and see what it's like for about a week to be a police officer. During the Youth Academy, we partner with different restaurants in the area that provide food and such, and we're thankful for the people that, again, work with us. That's what we're all about, is partnering. And Citizens Academy, so this is essentially for the adult side of it. Coffee with a Cop, I'm not sure if anyone's been out to that, but that's kind of almost where the whole community policing idea started, is that we can go to a restaurant and we can have a conversation over coffee. So I think you would agree, most people, when you're getting pulled over by the police, aren't excited about the opportunity you're about to have to speak with a police officer, right? So Coffee with a Cop gives us an opportunity over coffee to kind of talk about the lighter things, and then maybe talk about things that are going on in your community, what's important to you, and maybe what we can do to better service the community, and just really humanize the badge, we like to say. We have a Coffee with a Cop coming up on the 29th, if anyone would like to attend. I think it's a Thursday at Pure Nutrition, which is by CF Fitness. So, and that's not around 9 to 11. So if you'd like to come out, you can see the officers. It's a good opportunity to meet the officers that are out in your neighborhoods. You know, put a face with a name and such. So we have Tip-A-Cop that we do. If anyone's been in a restaurant and you see a bunch of police officers in there, it's funny the looks that we get when people first walk in. But essentially, we're helping the wait staff to wait tables, bringing drinks, non-alcoholic drinks, to the tables, and just interacting again with the public. And in part, what we're doing is we're helping to raise money for Special Olympics. So we have envelopes on the table, and we collect money for Special Olympics, and we sell T-shirts. And then it's a really good thing that we're able to support. Ultimately, the torch run, which is where law enforcement come together to carry the torch in for the Special Olympic Games. Stuff a Cruiser, again, partnering with the community to give gifts to kids that maybe otherwise wouldn't get gifts. So obviously, that's a good opportunity for children to see us in a different light. We have a kids SWAT course that we set up. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we've kind of had to modify that to more of a cone course, but we're able to set up a course. Usually our explorers come out and help, and we get to kind of challenge kids through physical fitness and reward them with like a sticker badge or whatever we do. But again, it's a fun way to interact. And then, of course, by supporting various community groups, I think Officer Brown spoke to Kiwanis last week. We've come out, helped with Thrive, partnering with the Hope Center, whatever we can do. The quality of life support, so we're getting out in the community with our homeless people, and we're trying to offer resources to them instead of just letting them be there. You know, we're going to step out with them and talk to them and see what we can do to improve their situation and track that. We have a mobile crisis unit within our unit, and essentially we partner with Livestream to get people help. You know, it's pretty simple. Downtown policing, so we have downtown officers that you will see sometimes out on bicycles in downtown or down by waterfront. So they're specifically assigned to this area. And again, it's an opportunity for us, especially on the bicycles, to actually get out in the public and not just be stuck in a car patrolling the street. So, you know, sometimes just locking eyes with somebody and smiling and then seeing you out here, it's a really good thing. Events creation and collaboration. So an example of this, we're really fortunate that the public partnered with us. We did a Officer Buckley 5K, and to raise money for the Kiwanis Officer Buckley Legacy Scholarship Fund. And so whatever we can do to partner with people and bring people in, we want to. So if you have ideas for things that you want to do and you need the police department to come out, we'd love to be there. We have a prescription drug take back, so if you have medications at the house, which a lot of people do, or maybe your parents do, that you need to get rid of, in our lobby of the department, we do have a box where we can take those medications in. So just bring them by the police department. So why are these things important? Ultimately, it's important for the public to see us in a different light other than just writing a ticket and taking people to jail, honestly. But it's also important for our officers. You know, they get stuck in a car, and just as the public, you know, we don't get called when people want to have a good time, right? Like, hey, let's get the police over here and have a discussion. So we're showing up when things are bad. Somebody's usually going to jail. Somebody's feelings are hurt. There's a problem. So it's good for our officers also to come out to Tippecanoe and things and see society in a different light. You know, I spent 7 years on midnight shift, so the guys that are on midnight shift, they see a little bit different crowd. I think you would agree, right? When the sun goes down. So it's an opportunity for our officers to come out to see these things and to see that there are good people out there, right? And it's a good opportunity for the public to see that we do have good police officers. So if we can partner with you in any way, we'd love to. You can reach out to the department, and you can ask for a Community Services Division, myself, Officer Clark, or Officer Brown, and we'd love to do something with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Officer Clark. Thank you, Gary. Amazing program. We really appreciate you being here today. Another great community program is our Leadership Lake. I want to ask Mary Ann Kristovich, who's the executive director. Can I see a show of hands how many people have been through Leadership Lake? Quite a few. I graduated last year. 2020 was the longest class ever of Leadership Lake, but we also raised the most money of any class. So we affectionately call ourselves the greatest class ever.
You are. I love you the best. Notice all the alumni are like sitting in the back of the room. For those of you who are not familiar with the Leadership Lake County program, it's a program that is designed to provide you with the knowledge and skills of Lake County in order to make you a better leader, citizen, partner, family member, neighbor. We spend about 9 months in the program. It will be starting at the end of September and will finish in May, not October, May. And each month we take you to, and we have a different theme each month. Justice, healthcare, arts and environment, education, agriculture, human services. That's one of my most favorite ones. Oh, and Michael, I do enjoy Justice Day. And Justice Day is awesome. We blow up pumpkins. And I just want to recognize we do have two of our Board of Trustees here today. Terry Cratch is in the back, and Captain Michael Martin. And I didn't think I saw any of my other board members here now. So the class will be starting up on the September 24th. Applications for this year's class are due on July 31st, which is why I'm here today. They are available on the Leadership Lake County website, which is leadershiplakefl.com. But I do have cards, which I will give to Dave so that you can go to the website, download the application, and get it back over to me. If you're a day or two late, it's okay. But you will thoroughly enjoy the program. Even if you have lived in Lake County your entire life, I guarantee you, you will find something at every class that you did not know existed in this county. It's an amazing county. I work in the environmental part of the county, so that was my realm. I didn't know anything about economic development or about how the sheriff's office functioned or anything like that. You learn something new every single day. But I guarantee you that every single alumni here will tell you that the most important thing they took away from their leadership class was the networking and the contacts that they made during their class, those lifelong friendships, as well as the continuing education that the alumni portion of our group provides. So I'd encourage you all to check that out on the website. Again, it's leadershiplakefl.com. Thanks again. Have a great day.
Thank you, Mary Ann, and we will put that in our newsletter. Amanda will put that in the newsletter for us. As Amanda will be with us till July 30th, so we have plenty of time with Amanda's stuff. And she might maybe do some consulting for us afterwards, maybe. But thank you, Mary Ann. We really appreciate it, and the greatest class ever really appreciates all that you did for us, and even though you made us stay there for well over a year. At this time, we would like to before I ask our new members to come, I do want to thank and recognize the chamber staff. We did recognize Amanda for all her great service. I want to thank Shahanaz Rahman. I think everybody knows Shahanaz. And I thought I was going to be in trouble for embarrassing Amanda and pulling her up, but then Shahanaz shared with me that she actually looked Amanda in the eye and said, "No, those flowers are not for you." So she's in more trouble than I am. And then I also want to thank and welcome the newest member of our team. Our new office manager or director of operations is Krista Johnson. We actually agreed to have Krista come on board last March, and then so we were all set, and she was going to start, and then a little something happened, and we had a pandemic, and we said maybe we should hit the pause button. So Krista was patient with us, and she came on board this week. So Krista, can you please stand and be recognized? So at this time, we'd like to invite our new members to come up. We just want, we have a gift for you. We have a little gift package for you here from Kyle Promotions, and we'd like to ask you just to come up and say your name and just tell everybody a little bit about your business.
Who's the bravest one to solve?
You are.
Hi, my name is Judiera Duran, and I'm the owner of Skin Core and offer aesthetic services. And I've been in business not recently. I haven't opened yet. Hopefully I open next week. So thank you for welcoming. Thank you.
My name is Dennis Doherty. I'm in charge of bringing the Legends Golf Course back to operation again. Member soft opening is this week, and the 23rd is our grand opening.
Hands of Hope, it's good to see you here. I didn't get a chance to say hi. I want to say thank you for making Guam look bigger than Oahu. You can fit Guam inside Lake County, so it's a very small island. I'm Calais Zambelli. I'm with the Farm Bureau. Kyle Van Arsdale, we're the two new agents there with the Clermont Farm Bureau. And thank you. Thank you. I should have took Toastmasters.
My name is Martin Google from McHale's Pharmacy here in Clermont. We are an independent pharmacy that operate like Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, and the big guys. And we have one thing that is a little unique, personalizing to an individual that Walgreens and CVS will not give you. And also serve assisted living facility, group homes, and our prescription, the way we tailor it based on how you need it. If you want those who are forgetful, and we use blister packagings to deliver their own prescriptions. And if you want, whichever way you want them, we are there. And we also do free delivery. It does not cost you anything extra. And we also accept all insurances, including the Medicare, Medicaid. So we are here, located here on 5th Street, behind Kim's Cadet House. Okay, it's a family owned business, and this is my wife.
And if you haven't gotten your COVID vaccine, we have some in stock, so you can stop by anytime. Nice to meet all of you. Thank you.
Morning, everyone. My name is Ricardo Lafont. My wife and I are licensed realtors. We head the Lafont Group, powered by ERA Wizard Real Estate. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Welcome to all of the new members. We're going to do some door prizes, so I'd like to ask Gary and Jimmy if you would come up to draw those for us.
Here you go, guys.
What if I pull my own card? Elena Correa Halford, Edward Jones.
Let's tell them what they get.
Oh, I don't know.
All right, well,
This is my first time.
since Computer Business Consultants is your business neighbor, I'm going to
Right.
have you read this.
Oh, okay. There's a bottle of wine usually. If it's Clinton's.
It always
Oh, no.
has instructions on the back.
Oh, it does, okay. Trustee
Just read it.
Okay, for the South Lake Chamber.
No,
Oh, start from the top.
No.
Computer Business Consultants is a trustee and IT business partner of the South Lake Chamber. Oh, we got to do an ad for Clinton, okay. Providing customized IT services unique to their special needs for the South Lake Chamber. Clinton Pownell personally supports Dave's Etch a Sketch, while a computer business team of IT professionals manage their IT and assure their network is secure. So, whatever it is in there. Congratulations. Did I do that right? Maybe my son should do this.
Gift bag from Kyle Promotion.
Okay, and a gift bag from Kyle Promotions. You want to do this one too?
I'm going to give you guys the whole list,
Okay.
and then so you guys can pull cards.
It goes to Tina Smith, attorney.
Another gift bag from Kyle Promotions.
Okay. What we got here? Ooh, a long card. Sunshine Book Company. Don't see a name on here. Sunshine Book Company.
F. Mary.
A book from Gary Clark.
A book from Gary Clark. Simplification of Becoming a Millionaire. Take that one. Who was it?
Timothy Bill. Company.
Yeah.
I don't know if a banker needs it, but okay. And another one.
And another millionaire book.
Larry Oskin, Marketing Solutions. Oh, there you go.
Kyle Promotions.
No.
Another gift bag from Kyle Promotions.
Goes to Otis Taylor Jr.
We have some shirts from our primary docs.
Some shirts from our primary docs. Cheryl Hernandez. Home Instead.
Four of them.
Four of them, so let's see what else we have here. We have Law Office of Pamela Hilton, David Hilton.
Sandy Summons.
From Cell State.
So,
Oh, she left. Okay, one more time.
from Vibrant Tech, Sterling Reed.
Nope.
Keith Whitaker from Legal Shield.
Two more bags from Kyle Promotion.
Two more bags from Kyle Promotion. Liliana Parra from Advent Health. Last one.
Jim Hernandez from Home Instead.
Thank you again to our speakers and our sponsors, and I want to thank everybody for coming, and especially Amanda for making do with our less than optimal projector system. Thank you, everybody.
Before they leave, can I get a picture of you with the table?
Sure.